Not a lot of great things to say after that. I don't know that I've been a part of too many games where the offense played that poorly. 100% on me. Couldn't run the ball consistently. Couldn't protect the quarterback. We obviously threw for 1 yard. I don't know if that it's almost impossible. But 100% on me. I thought our defensive guys played hard throughout the game. They did some, we gave them some big plays, but they fought really hard the whole game. They held them out in some tough spots, especially, at the end of the half there to give us a chance coming out of the third quarter. We down 28-0. We get ourselves to a 3rd and 1 and get a personnel penalty, which is 100% unacceptable. And it's something that's plagued us. And, I said it last week, it has to stop, and that can't happen. So I thought our special teams, we played pretty hard and pretty well. Our punter is a phenomenal player. He's about as good as any punter in the country. But we need to make some plays on offense. We need to be able to throw the football and protect the quarterback in order to have a chance to win some games coming down the stretch. So there's a lot of things that we have to do. We got to get a lot tougher on offense. We got to get a lot more physical. And in order to play in this league, I think that's a requirement. So.
Were you surprised how poorly you guys started? I mean, you said you had a good week of practice, and I think it's really didn't get started. And then they're up 14.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, we lined up to take a shot on the first play of the game, play action, and seems like our guard got stepped on by the tackle, and the guy came flying through. It turns into a turnover for a touchdown the other way. Obviously, a terrible way to start. And then we went 3 and out, and we were down 14-0 before we blinked. But our defense settled in there, and turned them over a couple times, and we never took advantage of any of those turnovers. We just it basically imploded on offense. So.
And do you still have Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State? Are you at all worried about this team and what might happen over these last 6 games?
Are you asking if I'm worried if they're going to quit?
Quit? Just play high caliber competition.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good teams in this league, no doubt. And, but what am I worried about? I'm worried about us getting better. I mean, those are the things we can control. I mean, I can't control the talent at Ohio State or Penn State. I know that I think my responsibility is to get these guys as prepared to play as possible and give them a chance to be successful week in and week out. So, we have to start by getting better tomorrow. We have to go out on Tuesday and practice in a way that we look like a real football team that can move the ball up and down the field. Last week we at least showed some signs of life where we made some plays and moved the ball down the field. And what we did today, that didn't really look like high-level college football to me.
What do you say to the kids after something like that?
I told the defensive players that I was proud of their continued effort. I thought Andy Boo very, succinctly said, it's still not good enough. We're not going to settle for that. But I do think that their effort was really good. But I told the offensive players that that's not acceptable. That's not reflective of anything that I believe in, and it's not reflective of what they believe in. I mean, they're good kids. They work way too hard to get that. But something has to change in the way that we practice so that we play with a little more swagger and a little more confidence, and we have to play more physical than that too.
Here in these last few games, do you at some point go to Cole just to see what he has and maybe take some pressure off John?
I don't know about that. I mean, we'll see how he develops in practice and things like that. That could be a possibility. But this was a full, the whole offensive unit this is on. It's not, I don't think you could sit there and say, hey, it was on the quarterback. I mean, alone. I mean, I'm not saying he went out there and lit it up, but he's doing the best he can in the situation he's in. And I don't know that would be fair to put Cole in the game today for sure.
Anything differently as a pass rush? I mean, they had 10 sacks coming into the game. They had 6 today.
Actually, no, not really. They did some things different coverage-wise on third down. Where they kind of jumped into some zone and played hard corners in the flat on third down a few times. And we needed to execute some of those screens early. I mean, I had mentioned earlier in the week we can't be in 3rd and long, and we were in 3rd and long all day. So we had some plays that, to a certain degree, were, I don't want to say they were give-up plays, but we were trying to make sure. I thought we were playing good defense, and we wanted to try and stay in the game. So, forcing the ball into coverage wasn't a great move, and that was kind of part of our thought process going in. So we killed ourselves on first down. We would get something going, and then we'd get a 3-yard loss, and it'd be 2nd and 13, and when we were behind it, we just couldn't get back on track.
You mentioned the 1-yard pass, and I know this is only your second game. This has been an issue for years now. Is there anything you guys can do differently with the guys you have available to turn that around in the final 6 games?
I mean, obviously we're going to continue to work at it, but it was kind of an all-around deal. I mean, we missed a couple throws. We dropped a few passes. We gave up some sacks for not just the O-line, running backs, one on the quarterback. So, it was like a full team effort. I think, we're still kind of in the second week of building through some of this stuff for some of these guys. So some of those mistakes, I guess, you have to continue to work through. And there are a lot of young players. I know that people have made a lot of system change over the years. I mean, you kind of asked that the other day. I'm sure that's some of the issues, but you need to be able to, advance the ball down the field, throwing it. And, so I don't know that the plays are going to change. Maybe, who's running them or, maybe some of the thought process of reading it out.